Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to this week's Teaching Thursdays. We're going to touch on a term that a lot of you have heard, particularly if you're into playing cards, and that's going to be blue chip. Now, what exactly is a blue chip stock? A blue chip stock is simply a company that has well-established time and year over year, and they have great financial reports. They show great operating processes, things like that. And so a blue chip stock is going to be evaluated simply because when you think about the game of poker, the blue chip is actually one of the highest value chips in a basic poker chip set. So of course a blue chip stock is going to be one of the highest value stocks. Now if you think about the music industry, some blue chip artists are going to be big names like Taylor Swift, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Black Eyed Peas. Now, who can invest in blue chip stocks? Anyone can invest in blue chip stocks, just like anyone can invest in the penny stocks. Now, where can you find blue chip stocks? Now, blue chip stocks are actually, a lot of them are listed in the major indices such as the Dow Jones and the S&P 500. Now, if you listen to the verse of the week this past week with Jay-Z as well as last week with Jadakiss, we talked about the Dow Jones and what that means for the stock market in terms of these well-known companies. So go ahead and check those videos out if you want more information about the Dow Jones. Now, if you think about those artists that we mentioned before with like Taylor Swift and Jay-Z, they tend to top the Billboard charts, and the Billboards is going to be like that metric of what artists are successful and which ones aren't. Well, in this instance, the blue chip stocks are going to be on the major index such as the S&P 500. So the Billboard chart and the S&P 500 are in essence one and the same. Now, when are blue chip stocks available? Pretty much during the regular market hours, just like the other equities. Now, how does a blue chip stock become a blue chip stock? Well, pretty much a stock becomes a blue chip once it's shown that it can withstand time, and it's proven time and time again, and it's a top performer within its sector. Now, why should you invest in blue chip stocks? Well, blue chip stocks tend to be fairly safer than some of these other stocks out there that might be newer or might have a riskier balance sheet or income statement. You know, a company like a GoPro where it's like a new fad, but you know, the winter months it might be popping, and then in summer months it might not pop as much because the holidays aren't there. You know, that's not considered a blue chip stock. A blue chip stock is going to be a company like a Microsoft or an Intel that's been, you know, withstanding time years and years and years in the game, and even companies like a Walmart where they actually increase their dividend. That's one thing about blue chip stocks. Probably all of them have, you know, dividends. I don't want to say all, but a fairly majority have dividends, and they tend to increase their dividend year after year, and actually a lot of them tend to have been increasing their dividend every year for the past 10 to 20 years. Okay, now we mentioned that blue chip is simply going to be a company that's been tried and true time and time again. So we're going to do just a real quick exercise to see if you can recognize which stock isn't a blue chip stock. So here we have our question, which isn't a blue chip? And we have Microsoft, we have Houseon, we have Walmart, we have Intel, we have Exxon Mobil, and we have General Electric or GE. So which one do you think isn't a blue chip? Well, of course, everyone has heard of Microsoft, so that can't be it. I'm sure you've shopped at Walmart a time or two. Intel, pretty much everybody's computer processor is going to be in there. Exxon Mobil, have you got gas there lately? Probably. And GE, I'm sure a lot of your homes might be powered by that. You probably got some sort of appliance by GE. They do a lot of things. So, your answer is going to be Houseon, which is actually an energy company based out of Houston, Texas. The stock is currently a penny stock. It's almost approaching $1, and it might even bust through lower than that. So that's how you can recognize it. And if you notice, all these blue chip stocks are well-known name brands. Thanks for tuning into this week's Teaching Thursdays. We covered the blue chip stocks, as you already know. A lot of you have probably already heard of blue chips. You just might not have known what the term means. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen that movie with Shaquille O'Neal and Anthony Hardaway called Blue Chips, because blue chip athletes are the, you know, top of the line. You know, they're the best of the best. So, you know, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you tune into all the other programming with our Market Mondays, Teaching Thursdays, as well as, you know, our Brent Money and Life podcast. And we also got that In the Black Starter Pack, that 5-day crash course to take you from creating cash to investing in 5 days, coming at you real soon. Peace.